Hi everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Taking a little bit of a risk filming this video at the moment because I am expecting an electrician to come and a delivery from Stampin' Up. So if I have to stop abruptly, it's because the doorbell has rang, but hopefully we will get it filmed in time. Today's project is this lovely wrap which I made for either a DVD case or in this case a stamp set. Stamp sets and DVDs are quite hard to wrap because the dimensions mean that cardstock is a bit too small, so unless you want to be sticking lots of pieces of cardstock together, I thought a wrap was a nice way of doing it. This is actually the thank you gift that everybody that's shopped with me in June received in the post in early July, so you should hopefully, if you shop with me, have received this already. And how pretty is this? Inside, as I said, this is just a wrap that will slide off, and inside is a stamp set that each of the ladies received, and they also received, because Stampin' Up last month had a great offer on for extra rewards, they also received a pack of these gorgeous little enamel stickers, which are new in the new catalogue, and these are really useful, really gorgeous. They come in the 2016 to 2018 in colours, and they're really useful for card making, general embellishment, so big fan of those. So hopefully the ladies enjoyed the gift. Everything is made using the fabulous Falling Flowers stamp set, which is a big hit of mine. You should see me use it in some videos already. And it also comes with some matching framelits which allows you to cut these shapes out, so we'll look at those in a little minute. But should we start and see how we made it? Okay, I'll put that to one side. Right, we're going to start with quite a bit of stamping, and you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. It measures 11 inches by 7.5 inches, and you can see there all I've done is just rounded off the corners. We're going to use this flower image, the leaf stem image, and this, oh not that one, this little flower image like this today. And what I've done is I've already started doing some stamping to speed up some time. So I've stamped the large flower in rose red, the leaf image in pear pizzazz, and all we're going to finish off with now, I'm just going to bring in my grid paper so I can go off the lines without marking my desk. We're going to stamp this little cute flower in Wisteria Wonder. So we're just making our own sort of DSP look, which those of you who watch a lot of my videos will know I'm a big fan of doing this. And I think a lot of our stamp sets really lend themselves well to just making gorgeous patterns on our paper like this. So as much as I do love our DSPs, I love being able to make my own using stamp sets like this. And there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Literally just filling in those gaps. I think we're just about there, maybe a little one there. And don't be afraid to go, off the paper to get a really nice pattern. Okay, I'm going to do a bit more stamping before we do any scoring. What I've got now is 2 pieces of pear pizzazz cardstock that measure 2 inches each, and they're just a standard sheet of A4. So that's just over 11.5 inches each. And first thing we're going to do is stick those together. And I've forgotten to get my snail out, so just give me a second to grab that. There we go, a bit of snail and fuse even, just along one of the edges. Okay, and we are going to stick those 2 pieces together. Now I'll just show you, if you line them up along a piece of your grid paper, along one of the lines on your grid paper, you'll get a nice straight join there. Okay, and we're going to stamp, so this is a very long piece of cardstock now, so that's going to measure in what, over 22 inches, and we're going to stamp all over this using our leaf and our pear pizzazz ink. Okay, and we're just going to make a nice random pattern all the way along here. So keep rotating and twisting your stamp set round to really get a nice pattern going. Just be a little bit careful when you get to the fold and make sure you press down fully to try and get the best image possible at that point. We're kind of getting there. Well, sorry about that, not the camera. Hope you didn't get too seasick. I'm going a little bit wobbly. Just finish that one off there. Okay, so super quick stamping all the way along there. That's tone on tone stamping, Pear Pizzazz ink on Pear Pizzazz cardstock. The next thing to do is to get out our trimmer. Oh, sorry, I've dropped my Big Shot, which we're going to use in a minute on top of my trimmer. So, just grab that out. There we go. And we're going to cut this piece of cardstock down so that it now measures 7.5 inches. Okay. There we go. Oh, you can't see, but I've trimmed that down. So now I've got two pieces of cardstock. One measures 7.5 inches, and then the other bit is the remnant, which is about 15 inches, but it doesn't really matter approximately what that is at the moment. You don't need to be exact, as long as this piece measures 7.5 inches. Okay, let's do some scoring for our wrap. So here comes our scoreboard now. Move the grid paper out of the way. Finish stamping for a little while. Okay, I'm going to bring back in the piece of paper, the Whisper White that we made into that beautiful designer series paper. Flip it upside down, and we are going to score this at 2 1/4 inches, 2 7/8 of an inch, yep, 8 1/8 of an inch, and 8 3/4 of an inch. Okay, all of the measurements will be over on my blog as always. You can see that too well, and the camera's going a bit blurry, but that is scored, and we're just going to quickly now burnish those score lines. And because we scored with the stamp bit down, the score lines go the right way for folding, so we can get a really nice piece on there. Okay, so you can see how that's going to come together to be our wrap. Okay, and what we need to take now is the piece that we cut off that measures 7.5 inches. I'm going to put a thin slither of snail down one side. Okay, excuse me. And then this is just going to line up behind our cardstock here, like that. So it's going to sort of fill that gap that we're going to have. So when we fold it up, we get that beautiful bit in the middle, like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take my stamp set. We're going to wrap that around our wrap. So here it goes like this. Okay, so you can see how that perfectly fits around and is snugly wrapped around our stamp set. We're going to use this bit, the longer bit, to make our belly band. What I'd say to do is where you join the two pieces of cardstock, if you fold that over there like that, okay, that becomes a nice crisp edge that we can use on the back. And then I just like to just pinch this round, so try and line it up and then just pinch it into position like that. Take it off, and then you can go back round and fold and burnish along. So nothing exciting happened like somebody came into the door, it was just the battery ran out on my camera, so I've swapped that over. And the last thing you saw me doing was folding those score lines so they're really nice and tight. So what we're going to do is now wrap that belly band back round our box. I've just used some scissors to trim that down a little bit so that we get that join in the middle, because we're going to cover it with a nice decorative topper. So I'm then just going to put some fuse on here. Oh, there we go. Just pull that over so it's tight, but so you'll still be able to slide it off. Okay, see, that will slide up and down. Okay, so that is our wrap done. All we need to do now is make our little decorative motif. If you remember my example, this gorgeous decoration on the front, and that is made using the same gorgeous stamp set as we used here, the falling flowers, and they come in a bundle with a decorative dies called Mayflower framelits. Let me just open this up and show you that as well as getting the traditional dies to cut out these shapes, you also get some really gorgeous, really intricate decorative dies. There's one that's a gorgeous flower and one that's this beautiful pattern, which is the one we're going to use today. And as I said, you also get the dies to cut out the leaves and the flowers, etc. So I've gone ahead and I've already stamped and cut out those two flowers. These are the images that we stamped onto the cover. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how beautiful this is and how easy it is to use. So let me put all this to one side. I'll pick up the big shot. It's very heavy. Okay. And what I've got is I've got my magnetic platform. Then I've got my precision base plate. I have a little square of rose red cardstock. I'm going to put my decorative die just on the middle there. Just one cutting plate. I've actually treated myself to some new cutting plates, because these are getting a bit old and warped, but they still work. So you're going to go through, I like to go through one way and then come back again. Okay, slide out that die, move the big shot out of the way, lift this off, everything else away too. And I'm just going to use my Big Shot brush and its matching foam paddle. I'm just going to give that a rub with my brush, and you can see how easily and perfectly that just pops out, and how beautiful is that shape. I think that's just really, really pretty, and it pops out so easily. This is going to go onto the centre of my belly band. I'm going to pop that up using a couple of dimensionals, which are here. Oh, they're sticking together. So I'm just going to pop a few dimensionals firstly onto the back of here to stick that down onto my belly band. Peel off those white backing strips. This one's gone underneath. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to stick that down onto the middle of my belly band, just making sure that it does just stick to the belly band and not onto the rest of your box, otherwise it's not going to slide too well. I'm going to then layer up these two pieces that I just showed you. So again, a few dimensionals on the back of the big flower, like this. There we go. This is our leaf, which you're just going to put in like that at a little bit of a jaunty angle, and then stick that down on top. Okay, and the last thing to do is put that gorgeous sentiment on. That is made using the another firm favourite of mine that you've seen me use a lot, but it's such a versatile stamp set. This is the Thoughtful Banners, and you've seen me use this one a lot, which I like, but here we're going to use this image here. So a piece of foam mat with a bit of scrap of Whisper White. So you can see I've used it for all sorts of things. Oh, I need to grab the punch. I got the wrong punch out. Of course I got the banner duo, but we're not using that one. I got that out by mistake. So the first stamp we're going to use, as I said, is this border here. and we're going to stamp that in rose red to match our flowers. Okay. Just stamp that down there, and then because it's photopolymer, makes it really straightforward to come back in with thank you in Pear Pizzazz, of course. Because it would also probably look quite nice in Wisteria Wonder, just to pick out those little Wisteria Wonder accents. And then, as I said, photopolymer means I can get easily into the centre of there, and I've used a different stamp set actually. I built up thank you using these ones in my example, but I've mounted a different one here, but shows just how versatile this set is. The ink out of the way, and then just going to use this punch to pop that out. There we go. And the final thing is to pop this up on some dimensionals towards the bottom of my flower. Just going to use some of the thin end pieces that we get left over from our dimensionals, because that will just give me a slightly better hold, because this is quite a narrow strip that we've put out. It's just a little bit too big for a whole dimensional. Okay, and we'll push that on there like that. Okay, so 2 slightly different ways to wrap a DVD or a stamp set in this case, and I hope you like it. I hope you give it a try. I hope it went down well with the ladies that received them as thank you gifts. If you would like to place a Stampin' Up order with me, you can look forward to a gift like this winging its way to you in the post next month. If there's anything I can do at all to help, or you've got any questions for anything at all Stampin' Up, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.